Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Invitation to Puzzles. Today, I have an Akari by tibisukemaru. So I am looking forward to doing this. So in Akari, we're going to be placing these lamps throughout the grid, and every lamp that you place lights up all the cells that it sees horizontally and vertically, with that blocked by the light blocked by these black blocks, I suppose. We are tasked to do two things. One of which is that we need to light up every white cell, but you need to light it up non-redundantly. So in other words, I could never do this because I've lighted these cells twice. If you want to think about it this way, you can think about it as you can never light a lamp. The lamp is already lit. So every cell needs to be lit exactly once. And also the number of lamps we use that orthogonally touch a clued cell, so like this 0, needs to match the clue. So 0 of these are lamps, so I can mark that none of those are lamps. One of these 2 is a lamp. One of these 3 is a lamp. 2 of these 3 are a lamp. That kind of thing. So we will go ahead and try to solve the puzzle. So good luck. Let's light them up. Okay, so I've filled in some zeros. Let's see. One trick I know is that this 2 down here, no matter what, the 2 lamps light that cell and that cell. So one of these 2 is always lit if 2 of these 3 are, so that's never going to be a lamp, and that's never going to be a lamp. This 1 is naked, so that's maybe the easiest thing to do, actually, is that this 1 is only actually adjacent to one cell, so we can put a lamp on it, which then means we can't put lamps any of these other places. I alternate as to whether or not I actually like dot off cells that are lit. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I'll probably do half and half. I do see that this one is only going to light one of these 2 cells, which is going to result in that cell always being lit. This one's also going to light one of those 2. Let's see, that one over there. This one is now somehow... Oh, yeah, this one, I guess, was done from the beginning, because the 0 knocked out 2 of the cells. So that's always a light. Which finishes off this one, so that's not a light. Let's see. What else shall we? One of these 2 is a light for this one, so that one's never lit. This corner back here needs to be lit by one of these 2 cells, but I don't think I know which one yet. This back here needs to be lit by one of those 2, but I don't know which one yet. This needs to be lit by one of these 3. That doesn't feel super useful yet. Let's see. This cell. How are we lighting this cell? And if you look at it, this cell can only be lit from itself, because that cell which would light it from above and that cell which would light it from below are both unusable. This one, remember, is unusable because we know one of these 2 lights lights it. In fact, it's that one. So this is not a light. Okay. What cell lights... oh, no, it's one of these 2. One of these 2 is a light. I don't know which one. Is it this cell next? Yeah, it's this cell next. This cell, where is it lit from? Not above or below, so it has to be lit from itself, which tells me that actually neither of those are lit. Oh, in my head, when I looked at these 2 1s, I thought that meant there were 2 lights here, but of course it's the same light twice, which I did not really... I mean, I didn't use that logically, but I probably would have poked harder if I'd realized I was trying to prove that this was the same light twice. Where do we light this cell from now? This cell, I think we now can't light it from the left, so we have to light it from below. Finishing that. Well, sorry, not finishing the 2. The 2 still needs one more light going in one of these 2, which means that's never a light for what it's worth. One of these 2 is a light. This feels like a deadly pattern, but I'm guessing it's not. This 2, I guess we now know what the 2 lights it uses are, because those are the only 2 places that we can light. Which actually bounces around to this 2, which now can only be lit in those 2 places, and this 1, which can actually only have a light there. This 1, which can only have a light there, meaning that neither of those is a light. This 1 can only have a light there. And now, this cell can only be lit by over here. Very nice, okay. Like I could do that and that, or that and that. Feels like there's 2 ways to do that, but I'll think about it later, I suppose. This 1 means there's a light there, and now I need to light that from there. Okay, and now I have to think about things. Oh, I see the problem. No, I don't see the problem. Okay, so the thing I'm seeing is I think this is okay. I think that fulfills every clue down in this corner, and I think that fulfills... Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, I see the problem now. It's this cell. This cell can only be lit from there. Now the 2 is done, so I have to light that cell from there. Okay. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I filled it in just to check for my sanity what was happening. Okay. So that's all my clues. So now I've just got to somehow... this cell. Where is it lit from? Not from the left, so only above. Now this cell is only lit from its own alcove. This cell is now only lit from above. This cell is now only lit from itself. And there we have Akari. Ooh, that was not too bad. Akari and I don't always get along the best as a genre. But that was pretty nice. I liked that. All right, so thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. Leave a nice comment. Tell me that I'm the awesomest thing you've ever seen, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.